Alright, NFC East, I see the Dallas Cowboys going 11-5. I think a lot of people think they'll win more than that, but they'll still be a very good team. They'll just drop a few, you know. Some will be dumb mistakes on their part, some will be exceptionally good games, unpredictably by their opponents. 11-5. I see the Philadelphia Eagles going 8-8. Donovan McNabb's healthy this year. They're a good team. Love Brian Westbrook. Don't love their receivers. Decent defense. Above average, but not by much. The New York Giants, I see going 7-9. I think they'll take a step back. Every NFC team that goes to the Super Bowl always takes a big step back the next year. And, you know, they had a great run at the end of last year, but I don't know if they can keep that going necessarily. Plus, they'll have a very tough schedule. The Washington Redskins, I also see going 7-9, but that's encouraging because they've got a new head coach there, a new offensive system. It's going to take time for Jason Campbell and the rest to get used to the new West Coast offense. But I like Campbell. I like Santana Moss. Love Quentin Portis to get a lot of touches and a lot of yards. Thinking 1,300 or so, but in the end, 7-9 is all the better they do. In the NFC South, I see the New Orleans Saints going 12-4. 2 years ago was not a fluke, and last year was. Breeze is better than he looked in the first 7 games. And Reggie Bush is going to do better this year. He'll have less pressure on him. I love Jeremy Shockey as an addition. I think that their defense is but they'll score a ton of points. Tampa Bay and Carolina, I both have going 9-7. Not a whole lot to say about these teams. I think Tampa Bay is fine without Favre. Garcia can get it done. Cadillac Williams, who knows? Galloway, great player. Defense, underrated. Tampa's got a great defense. Carolina, love their rookie running back, Jonathan Stewart. I think Delhomme bounces back nicely from his elbow injury. And Julius Peppers will bounce back from last year also. Atlanta Falcons, 3-13 again. They might be turning a corner, but it's very early to say that, and they're going to struggle again. But they'll start to get better next year. NFC West, I've got the Seattle Seahawks going 11-5. Love Hasselbeck, super reliable. Like Julius Jones, but they've got they're deep at running back, and they'll be fine with their running game. The wide receivers aren't stellar, but they never have been, and Hasselbeck still finds a way. And that defense is good. I think that might be top 3 defense in the NFC. Who would be the other 2? I guess Giants and Minnesota probably. I think Seattle's very good, and they play in an easy division. St. Louis Rams, 9-7. I like Bolger. I'm not sure how much he's got left in the old gas tank, but Steven Jackson's a monster. That defense is very shaky. But they'll outscore plenty of people this year and finish with 9 wins. Arizona, I see going 8-8. I don't know. Edgerrin James is going to take a step back. They're not going to have Warner for 11 games this year like they did last year. And Leinert's going to have as good and bad games. 8-8. In San Francisco, I see going 2-14. That defense is starting to look pretty impressive. But on offense, they've got a disappointing Vernon Davis so far, and a Frank Gore who might get overused, or he might flourish under Mike Martz, catching a lot of passes. But, you know, in case you weren't aware, they're just not a very good team. And they might win more, but they'll have to show me. Finally, the NFC North, they've got the Minnesota Vikings going 10-6, Green Bay Packers 9-7, Chicago Bears 6-10, Detroit 5-11. Minnesota, what can you say? Amazing defense. Added Jaron Allen. They got Madu Williams as a safety, who's a great add. They got Bernard Berrien, a wide receiver, who's a great add. They took a step back with fullback, getting rid of Richardson and picking up Thomas Tapé, I think his name is. But I like Garrett Mills and Desante Shenko to both do things at tight end this year. Klein Soster's a great blocker. I can't say enough about Adrian Peterson and Chester Taylor. Wide receiver, the offensive line's very good. Hopefully McKinney won't be put back too long. You guys know the story. 10-6. Green Bay Packers, no Favre. Aaron Rodgers does fine, but has some bad games. Chemistry builds. Defense carries them. 9-7. Chicago Bears, great defense. If they stay healthy, they could do better. But that offense, man, who's going to be the difference maker? Chicago's Adrian Peterson, rookie running back Matt Fort. Who's gonna make the passing game go? Maybe they can get Chad Pennington from the Jets. That they might do better. And Detroit Lions 5-11. They did as well as they did in the beginning half of last year because they had an easy schedule, and because they were super pass happy. But with the new O coordinator there, and Mark's gone, Kitna's not going to get 4,000 yards again, and the running game is going to try to be established but not find much success. The defense took a step back. I don't see him finding much success. 5-11. That's it.